Do you happen to be primarily motivated by helping other people, by giving back more, by paying it forward? Maybe you've got a message of good, of healing, of positivity of some kind that you want to spread like wildfire across the globe because you know if that happens, it's going to help a lot of people and the planet that we live on. Does that describe you and the kinds of things that motivate you more than anything? Stick around. I'm going to share with you something that if you plug into it, it will multiply your efforts. And there's very few people doing it. Most people that are primarily motivated by helping other people in some fashion or another are not doing this, and they are severely limited by only what they can do. And do you know that frustration? Because odds are favorable, you're limited by what you can do, and that's frustrating you because you know you can only do so much, and you so badly want to find a way to be able to have your efforts multiplied so that ultimately the impact on the planet, the positivity that you want to spread, is greater than what you can do. So here it is. Learn the concept of mobilizing other human beings. If you do that and you learn how to do it well, it's a skill, it's a process. You got to continuously learn and learn how to do this well. But if you do this really well, then whatever it is that you're doing to better the planet and better other people, you are going to transition from limited to unlimited. And every revolution that's ever transformed the planet for better or for worse is through the concept of mobilizing other human beings. It could start with literally one person or maybe a very small group of like 2 or 3 or 4 people. Countries throughout history that have transitioned from some form of dictatorship or a theocracy to a democracy, it was done through mobilization. The people that started those movements, it wasn't just them. They mobilized big time. And it goes way beyond that. I mean, anybody with a great idea or a bad idea that has spread worldwide and become a household name, they did it through mobilizing other people. Musical bands and so forth, they mobilize other people. It's not just them. They've got teams of people and they mobilize, and their teams are great at mobilizing other people. It's fantastic. So learn how to mobilize extremely well. Myself, I've got messages of good and of healing, and I like to be personally involved in helping people reclaim their health physically and financially. And my messages that I like to put out there pertaining to world problems, we've got global starvation, which involves mostly kids, about 1 billion of them worldwide, global poverty, factory farming that systematically abuses and tortures animals in the billions every year, an out-of-control pharmaceutical industry that prioritizes profits above actually helping people heal. We have human trafficking. Slavery still exists today. And a lot of the humans that are being trafficked are kids, and a lot of them are forced into the sex slave trade operations. And it happens in the United States as well as everywhere else in the world. Regardless of the lack of media attention, it exists, it's real, it's probably in the state that you live in the United States of America. So I've got a lot of messages of good and healing. I mobilize people. I started to learn how to mobilize people in August of 2007. And I've got thousands upon thousands, I'm not even sure how many, that I've mobilized in one way or another. And it's done a lot. I'm one person. There's no way just me and my efforts could ever possibly personally, directly touch thousands of people's lives. But through mobilizing other people, I can indirectly be unlimited in the positive impact that I want to have on the planet. And eventually, that's going to be in the millions. And who knows, maybe 1 billion. I don't know. I'm going to go as far as I can for as long as I'm on this earth. I will never retire from that. There's no retiring age because it calls to me. It's my heart. It's my mission. It's my passion. My heart bleeds for it. And I also want to share with you that I have this 30 Days to Profit training sequence where I specifically teach people how to mobilize, how to create freedom and contribution, how to help people reclaim their health as well as their wealth. So people get healthy physically, financially, freedom, contribution, a strong spiritual maturity and emotional maturity so that we are better equipped from the inside out to be of more use to other people and to be of more use to mobilize more people who can in turn mobilize more people who can in turn mobilize more people. And before you know it, once you get really good at this and you do it well, you've got this movement happening that is growing far beyond yourself, far away from yourself. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than anybody's collective ego, which is really cool. And now you've got a real shot at creating some real change, long-lasting, sustainable, generational change of some kind that's positive and something that you dream about, and a dream that's shared by other people's dreams, because you've not made it about yourself. You've made it about the collective dreams of many people who want to live a better life and live in a better world, be on a better planet. And it starts with you learning how to mobilize. You transition from being limited to being unlimited. And also, in our economy, it's important you know this when it comes to freedom and contribution and creating more of that. If you're somebody who's got this philosophy, it's only going to be done right if I get it done myself. The only way to do it, something along the lines that saying goes, the only way to make sure it's done right is to do it myself. If you're bent on having that philosophy, then you can never have any freedom, because it will always depend on you. And God forbid something happens, like you get really sick. Instead of paying attention and putting your focus and energy into getting better, you have to put your focus and energy into how you're going to pay the bills. Your medical bills, your housing bills, put food on the table, who knows what else. If you got a family, you got mouths to feed, because you always wanted to do everything yourself. You are being left behind in this economy. You are absolutely being left behind if you have that philosophy. But you can change your mind. If that does happen to be you, you can absolutely change your mind. You've done it before, you can change your mind again and start getting into learning how to mobilize people and doing it well. That's a huge skill that, if we do want to reverse these problems of human trafficking and global poverty and starvation and all these other problems of pharmaceutical industry that's out of control, a nation of obesity and chronic lifestyle disease, we have fourth graders with carotid artery thickening. The number one spike in demand for casket makers in the United States of America is short, wide caskets, because our kids are dying from health-related problems that we've never experienced as a culture or in any culture throughout the world, such as childhood diabetes. And there's about 200 some odd Americans that I think are obese or close to being obese, and about 80 to 90% of us are unhealthy. We're overweight. Chronic disease, chronic debt, chronic residual stress, and stress is a huge contributor towards more disease. It all goes hand in hand. Debt, disease, lifestyle, all these things, really bad personal philosophies, bad belief systems that support these bad lifestyles with these horrible, needless results of pain and suffering. And if you are motivated to be able to do more for other people, you cannot do more if you are personally lifestyle diseased. You cannot do more if you're personally lifestyle diseased, or if you're in financial debt. You're unhealthy physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually. You cannot do as much as you could have otherwise, and you won't be able to leverage mobilizing other people as you could have otherwise. So if you really want to make it about helping other people and taking your ego out of the equation, you have to address your health and your wealth simultaneously. You have more. You can give more, you can put more to work, you can leverage more and mobilize other people who can mobilize other people who can mobilize other people. And you set the example. And as you set the example, you solve problems that probably other people are having too. And now you can connect and empathize with people and say, hey, I've been here. This is how I figured it out, how I solved it. And now you're inspiring, you're leading by example, overcoming, and not making it all about you and perhaps an irresponsible lifestyle that's left you unfit physically and financially and spiritually and emotionally. Now you can equip people. You can mobilize people who can mobilize people who can mobilize people. So I've got a 30 Days to Profit where I teach specifically that. And if you'd like to know more about that, just let me know. I'll shoot you over a video. And if the video sounds good, we can talk more about it. If the video isn't a fit for you, the contents of the video, and you don't want to do it, then at least you're with a fresh new perspective and you can be on the way to looking towards something that is a fit for you, that you can begin mobilizing other people and having the the bigger impact on the planet that you want to have, and not getting left behind by the economy, but moving forward and doing really well regardless of what the economy is doing. There's your freedom and your contribution. There's your security, your stability, your safety, and even your insurance if you want it to be able to do well and thrive really well no matter what the economy is doing. That's a wonderful thing. So I'll be hearing from quite a few of you real soon, and I'll send you over that video. Just ask for it. Privately connect with me. I'll send you the 30 Days to Profit video that I made personally, and you can decide if it's a fit for you, or if something else is a fit for you, then go do that. Take care, everyone. I'm sure glad I bring my camera with me everywhere I go. As you can tell, I'm in my car. Just hit with inspiration and boom, there we go. Pulled over and I made this video. Pretty neat. Take care. And visit my website, tombirkenmeyer.com, if you got value from this. And I've also got fireyourboss.xyz, not .com, .xyz, fireyourboss.xyz. And even if you end up not doing my 30 Days to Profit training sequence, you can still go to my website. Most of my content is completely free. You can cherry pick around whatever you need to meet you wherever it is that you're at right now and take you to wherever it is that you want to go. I got a lot of content out there that I just give for free that you can get results with without doing anything with me. So that's pretty cool too. But I'll still hear from quite a few of you real soon, and I look forward to it. Bye for now.